let's talk a little bit about the benefits that some of your small business clients might face. And I've got small business down here, but this could equally apply to a medium-sized business as well. So now lots of businesses, in terms of their finances, are almost like looking at it as a bit of a black box. They don't know how healthy their business is throughout the year necessarily, particularly if they're saving everything up, all those bags and boxes that we're so used to. If they're saving that up until year end, how do they know if they've got a cash flow issue? How do they know what to expect in terms of bills? It can be a real source for a lot of stress because business owners typically don't get into business to do the accounting. That's not why they're in it. They're in it because they love selling coffee, or they're really into clothes, or they love having their online store, whatever it is. The accounting is like a side thing. It's a necessary thing for them to do to remain compliant, and also to make sure that they can pay the bills and keep a healthy profit, right? So it can be the source of a lot of stress, and it often eats into people's evenings and weekends. And what we've seen in other markets where you've seen lots of businesses embrace cloud technology a bit more, and actually having the client doing their own bookkeeping often, that we've seen big increases in terms of the amount of time that they can actually spend away from doing the accounts. They end up having more time on their hands in the evenings and weekends. They're able to have better quality time because they're not worried about, oh crap, I've got this big bill coming up, or I just have no idea about how my business is going to do and if we can survive till next year. And you always get these big events. I say always, you could out of the blue get something like another COVID, right? Which comes out and affected so many businesses. And those that were the most resilient were those that were on top of their accounts. So not having to find out after year end how well you're doing is such a big thing for small businesses. And having the cloud accounting software there gives you the tools to be able to do that really easily. It gives you a much healthier relationship with your finances as a business. And we've also seen statistics that indicate that your debtor days, so that the amount of time it takes to get paid on your invoices, can be significantly reduced when you're using cloud accounting software coupled with the pay now button on your invoices. It can really help with cash flow, getting those debtor days down significantly. And I'm sure you've seen this as well, Rayhan, with clients of yours.
Yeah, we integrate Stripe with Xero, and we also introduce that to our clients as well. And so literally the two things you can do with that. One is you can set up recurring payments. So if you have retainers and you want to get paid on time without having to chase, then it basically removes the requirement for you to chase them so long as they set up auto pay. And also when you're sending out invoices, literally you just click a button and you get the payment and then that's it. But also more importantly in the UAE, we're going down more through the digitization route. There's calls for the cash to be replaced by electronic means. And having, like you said, having the right cloud apps available would help you, enable you to get to that place. And even now, when you're buying stuff online and they get delivered to your home, they come with a card reader now. The concept of cash on delivery is starting to be obsolete. And yes, you can offer a card reader, but you need to make sure that from a process point of view, it's linking into the right apps to then reconcile your cash to revenue reconciliation, which then saves you time from reconciling it in the first place. And that's where some of the apps that you would talk about would come into play.